Hey Libra, welcome to your weekly forecast for February 28th through March 6th. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to check in and see what's coming up. My puppers is with me. This doggy, it's complete silence, but I start recording. He hears me talking and he starts playing with his little squeak toy, his little baby. So, please forgive me, guys. I just feel horrible about locking him up in the kennel while I'm recording. So hopefully it's not too distracting. But we're going to connect. Comedy relief, courtesy of Maxie. Thank you, Maxie. We're going to connect here and see what is coming up for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. So the first card that's coming up is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is you and your beautiful Libra energy, right? And the element of air. So you guys might be in your power. You might be in your element this week. However, Page of Swords has a few meanings for us. And some are exciting and some are going to require that you be cautious in the week ahead. Okay? Page of Swords traditionally can have to do with gathering information or surveillance of some kind. If you are gathering information, for yourself, that can be an excellent thing. You might have some ideas and you're feeling a little stuck and you're not sure how to move forward. Page of Swords could be a little nudge for you saying, go out there and gather the information, do the research, see what it's going to take, see what it's going to cost, see where might be a good place. Maybe some of you are wanting to relocate, but you don't know where you want to go. Start doing your investigating. A lot of the information you can gather from the internet, from YouTube. We don't necessarily have to go somewhere just yet. You might get to that point where you gather information, then you narrow down your options, and then you travel, right? Once you have a narrowed down options, you could do that. So the Page of Swords can be gathering information. Page of Swords also can be that someone might be gathering information about you. So Page of Swords sometimes comes up to say, be cautious what you're posting on the internet. If you're somebody who's really on social media, you might want to be cautious what you're posting, or especially the conversations that you're having with people in your DMs. Because time and time again, I've seen it where somebody that creates a fake profile. They manage to make it look really legit. They manage to friend a bunch of your mutual friends, and then they slide into your DMs pretending they're someone else. Meanwhile, they're trying to get information about you, or they're trying to figure out what's going on in your life. So I know it can feel like a relief sometimes to talk to somebody or vent to somebody that you don't know in person, because you think there's a certain sense of anonymity. Like, in a way, it's anonymous. They don't know me. I don't know them. I can vent about the people in my life, and they don't know the people in my life. And it feels like you can just kind of get stuff off your chest. You may be giving all of this information to someone who knows you and the people in your life very well. Be cautious of conversations that you're having online with people you've not met in person. Also, be cautious what you're posting as far as where you're going to be or what you're doing, especially if you have people in your life who are causing trouble, or who are causing chaos, or who are getting involved in your business. If it's people who are jealous, or if it's an ex who can't seem to move on. Maybe you don't want to post online, I'm at the Starbucks on 4th Street with the new boo, right? Because then, I don't know, your cousin is going to come in and make a scene, or your ex is going to come in and be like, oh, okay, so you moved on that fast. Maybe you want to wait till after you go home, or maybe you want to wait till you went somewhere else. Then you can post the pictures. Then you can say, I did this today, I was there today, and you can tag the places you were at. But try to avoid tagging places in real time, because you may have somebody showing up and starting trouble. I've seen that as well. Page of Swords is also about speaking your truth. So you might find yourself in situations where you're being pushed to speak up. And as I say that, Maxie is making his noise and he's being heard, and he's confirming that message for us. So If you are a Libra that feels really frustrated because you feel like you're in situations where people don't seem to take what you need into consideration, like if you're a Libra that you feel like you keep dealing with selfish people, or you feel like you keep dealing with people who it's always about them and they're not concerned at all with what you're going through, this could be because you have gotten, just because of life and the way you grew up, in the habit of not speaking up about things. So there's this unspoken contract. There's this unspoken contract that what I want or what I need doesn't matter. So the universe is trying to help you break out of that contract by speaking up in the moment about the small things, even if they seem trivial. You can speak up and say, do you mind if we turn the radio station? I really can't stand to hear this song. No, I don't want to have Italian for lunch. I'd rather have Chinese, or I'd rather go grab a salad. Or even in the little things, like that's how you start. That's how you start, and you gain momentum over time. Speak up in the little things. You might even find yourself in a situation with a person that you're hoping the situation dies down, or you're hoping that they'll take a hint and they'll drop a subject, or they'll stop pestering you about doing something for them. But they don't. They keep coming at you. And this is the universe telling you, Libra, speak up. Tell this person no. Tell this person no. Tell this person you don't want to. So you might find yourself with those situations this week as well, where you're getting pushed to speak up. But the reason is because when you do this, you're changing that unspoken agreement. You're changing that contract. So you don't have to deal with people in your life where it's always about them and never about you. The next card that's coming up here for you guys is the Queen of Wands. And so the Queen of Wands is going to be a card coming up here where you are getting fed up with the situation. At least in my readings. I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love and romance. And so for that reason, our poor little Queen of Wands here gets typecast and stereotyped as a mistress, as a temptress, and that can be the case from time to time, but the cards have many layers and many meanings. And in the weekly forecast, I want to focus on you and less about other people. Love and romance is done separately on my channel, and the love videos are linked in the description. So outside of love and romance, the Queen of Wands, in terms of personality, in terms of character, she's very sexy. She's very feisty. She's very independent. She's the life of the party. Great sense of humor. Is really great about like seizing opportunities and has an entrepreneurial spirit about her. Okay? So these might be characteristics that you're stepping into, Libra. You're maybe tapping into your feistier side. And I see Queen of Wands come up a lot of the times in readings when you start to realize how much you bring to the table. You start to realize how much the people in your life are benefiting from having you around, and you're sick and tired of getting nothing back in return, right? You may be realizing how much money you make for your bosses. You may be realizing how much you benefit the people in your life and how helpful you are. But anytime you've tried to speak up or ask for support or ask for help or ask for some kind of a break, you get at best condescended or fake flattery. You know, oh, Libra, I wish I could, but I really can't right now. And oh gosh, please don't be mad at me. Please don't ever leave me. Oh, I don't know what I would do without you, Libra. You're a lifesaver. And they try to like inflate your ego, but they don't give you anything real in return, right? You can't pay your rent or your mortgage with compliments. You can't pay your bills with flattery. And so the Queen of Wands, she gets tired of this. She gets sick of it. And she realizes how much she's worth, and she's sick of giving people discounts. And she gets really angry. But instead of taking that angry and being destructive and doing damage, she takes that anger and uses it as fuel for the fire, for her ambition, for her drive to create positive change in her life. She's so fed up. She knows what she deserves. And that anger pushes her so that she gets results very quickly. She'll land a new job very quickly where she has the title that she deserves and the pay that she deserves, an opportunity for growth. Or she'll start putting her talents and her gifts to work for herself on the side, and she'll establish a business. And that money that she was going around making for everybody else, now she gets to make it for herself and put it in her own pocket. I'm saying her because we have a feminine figure on the card. We have a woman on the card. But this applies to you even if you're male or masculine, okay? Because it's traits and it's characteristics. And this is what this card is about. You're going to have a lot of anger coming to the surface. Use it to create. Use it to build. Right? We don't need to destroy right now. Now is the time for creating. Don't push down the anger and see it as negativity or something that's toxic. It's a tool. And a tool just comes down to how you use it. You can use it for good or you could use it for bad. You have an opportunity right now to use it for good and creating wonderful, happy changes in your life. Let yourself get angry. Let yourself get fed up. That's going to be the catalyst for change. That's going to motivate you to push forward and to get results in a short period of time. The next card that's coming up for you guys. Oh, I didn't even realize. And I apologize about the lighting. I moved and I've had situations with my lighting and my lamps, but I'm going to be getting to my storage soon. And I'm going to get my recording lamps back. And then we won't have to deal with glare or shadows. There's been complaints in the comments. People don't like to see my shadow. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. We'll have to wait till I get my lamps. We have the 5 of Pentacles here coming up. Ah, ha, 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 ha. 5 of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands side by side. A lot of you are really, really focused on self-employment right now. Gosh. So if you have a business, you're really focusing on your business. If you're working, you're like, I want to get out of here and I want to work for myself. Page of Swords tells me some of you maybe have already begun doing research or planning. Some of you may be self-employed, but you may be wanting to retire. You may be wanting to jump ship in a way. So whether you're wanting to retire or jump ship as a self-employed person, or if you are wanting to become self-employed, 5 of Pentacles brings us a very important message. I would be surprised if some of you have fire placements, because I feel like similar message came up for Aries. Was it Aries or Leo? One of the fire, or maybe Sagittarius, one of the fire signs. So this could be like a bit repetitious for some of you, depending on your placements. But 5 of Pentacles comes up with the message that you should continue doing what you're doing, like move forward with your plans. But what you need to know is there's uncertain economic times right now. So this is not the time to take really super bold risks. This is not the time for massive gambling. You're going to move forward with your plan, but in terms of money that you're investing or money that you're spending, 5 of Pentacles says be conservative about it. This isn't the time to break the bank, to take a massive risk. If you have been working on self-employment, and you have been working a job, or you have been putting money aside because you're wanting to close shop and to retire, 5 of Pentacles is saying it's not time to go completely and totally out there just yet. You're going to have some other plan into place, whether it is another income or another little side thing that you can do. You need to have some kind of safety net in place for the wait time that you're going to experience. It will come in and it will be successful, but because of the current factors, it might be a little bit delayed. So for that reason, you can have a smooth transition without being stressed, without being scared, without freaking out about your money. You can have a smooth transition if you are cautious with the money and you're not taking big risks. Like, oh, well, I know I'll break my savings and I'll go and I'll put a down payment on this property, on this building, or I'll empty out my savings and I'll put all the money into fancy new equipment, and then I'll get the work done faster, and then I'll make a ton more money. And Five of Pentacles is saying that's not how it's going to be. There are other factors at play here. Okay? And so for that reason, you don't want to do anything that's breaking the bank. You don't want to do anything that's like ultra risky right now. But continue taking steps, because you are being led and guided to this financial independence and this change and this progress. Okay? Five of Pentacles can also say, if you're in the Queen of Wands energy and you're really fed up and you're just really tempted to go into your job Monday morning and tell them off and quit on the spot and just worry about finding a job later, Five of Pentacles says it might be a while. It might be a while before the next thing comes in. So don't forget that. Like, how you have to have some safety net in place. Whether it's going to be working DoorDash or Lyft or Uber or some other contract kind of work, or you're going to have something in place before the next thing comes in, because it might take a little bit longer than usual because of the current circumstances. Okay, so that's the message here with the Five of Pentacles. The next card that's coming up here for you guys is the Three of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles is laying down a whole new foundation, a whole new structure. So if you're looking at, should I stay or should I go? Three of Pentacles says go, because there's going to be more solid ground somewhere else. But it's all in how you go. It's all in how you maneuver the transition. That's going to make all the difference in how stressful this change is going to be for you. Taking us back to Page of Swords, do your research. Do your research. Find out what fair market values are. Find out what things are going for. Find out what properties are worth. Find out what your position should pay. Find out what the responsibilities of your position are, so you don't end up with sneaky employers who are giving you the work of 4 different people, but saying, oh, well, you're getting paid X amount of dollars because this is what your position is worth. All right, fair enough. However, okay, this is what my position is worth, but all of these other responsibilities, these go with that position and that position and that position. So if I'm doing more than one position, that should be factored into my salary as well. So this is getting educated. This is gathering information. You're being encouraged to move on and to move forward and to stop putting up with less. But don't allow your anger to get the best of you to where you go jumping from the frying pan into the fire. You're going to jump, but you want to jump in an organized way, in a planned way, in a way that's setting you up for success. And if you do that, you're going to find yourself in that Three of Pentacles energy, where now you can really build something solid. Now you can really build something secure. Something that's going to last the test of time. And you're not going to be in the pattern of feeling like you're this feather being blown around in the wind. You're going to have security. You're going to have stability. You may want to check out your moon sign and your rising sign videos. Some weeks, those might resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. There's a link in the description of the video. There's a link in the video description for watching the love readings as well. Don't forget, I've been doing card of the day by popular demand. Everyone asked me to do it. So I've been doing a message a day as well. Be sure to check that out. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you all have a wonderful week ahead, Libras, and hopefully I'll see you all in the daily comments as well. Take care and be well.